on the self-proclaimed Luhansk People Republic, said on Sunday in the region could have soon hold the freedom on the joining Russia, as they have happened in Crimea after Russia seized the Ukrainian peninsula in 2014. Crimeans voted overwhelming to break the Ukraine and join Russia, a vote that mass of the world refused recognized. Both predict Ukrainian army would repel Russian forces by launching a guerrilla warfare offensive. There will be non-relevant scenario left for the Russians how to survive, he said. Ukraine's foreign ministry spokesperson also dismissed talk any referendum in eastern Ukraine. All fake referendums in the temporarily occupied territories are null and void and will have no legal validity. Cruel and senseless. Moscow says the goal for what Putin calls a special military operations, including demilitarizing and the de-definizing its neighbor Ukraine and its western allies call an pretext and unprovoked invasion. Ukraine has described previous negotiations, from some of which have taken place in Russia, ally Belarus, as very difficult. The invasion was devastated several Ukrainian cities, caused a major humanitarian crisis, and displaced an estimated 10 million people, nearly a quarter of Ukrainian populations. Tatiana Manyak, who crossed the Danube and free into Romania on Sunday with other refugees, said people in her home city of Odessa were very afraid, but she would have stayed were not for her daughter. It would be very difficult to provide the child with basic living conditions. That's why we decided to leave, she said, holding a pet dog in her arms. In his Sunday blessing, Pope Francis called for an end to the cruel and the senseless conflict. Call for weapon. Zelensky demanded in a late-night television address on Saturday that Western nations hand over military hardware that was gathering dust in stockpiles, says his nations needed 1% of NATO aircraft and 1% of its tank. Western nations have given Ukrainian anti-tanks and anti-aircraft missiles as well as small arms and protective equipment.